And thereof, 20 runners in the famous Troytown Chase, generously sponsored by Bar One Racing. As they go down towards the first, it is Deafy Bleu in the purple cap with close-up Limerick Munster National winner Gevray as they jump the first. And losing Largy Debut. And also down was Deal Kerr. On to the second they go. And jumping on, Coko Beach and Farouk Delaine, also a first fence casualty. They're at the third. So on sorting themselves out, jumping up the blue cap out wide is Fakir Delaine with Coko Beach. Royal Thief, handy is Gevray and Dunboyne, followed by Tully Beg in the green cap. Next is Deafy Bleu. On now to the fence, the end of the back straight, which is number 4. And out very wide, it is Fakir Delaine. More to the inside is Coko Beach in the white cap. And they're followed by Gevray. And Tully Beg is next. On the inside is Royal Thief with Dunboyne. Past winner Run Wild Fred next, being followed on the outside by Deafy Bleu. And Max Charm is tracking them. At the rear is the Devil's Coachman, with a long way to go still on to fence number 5, which is the first of 3 ditches. And just shading it on the approach is Fakir Delaine from Coko Beach, Deafy Bleu, Gevray. Run Wild Fred has moved up, then Dunboyne and Royal Thief next, with Tully Beg. Frontal Assault picks up a bit of ground, followed by Max Charm. In mid-division is Hollow Games, the red cap. With the start hat is Limerick Lace as they turn in for their final 2 miles in a furlong. So on straightening up for fences 6, 7 and 8. And it is on the near side, Deafy Bleu, who's coming to join. Fakir Delaine. Over the far side is Coko Beach. Coming together the 2 leaders. They're followed by Frontal Assault, Gevray, Royal Thief and Run Wild Fred. Dunboyne next. As they continue downhill, the Gordon Elliott contingent very much to the fore, coming onto the middle fence in the straight, which is number 7 this time. And it's Fakir Delaine leading Coko Beach, but only just. Then Deafy Bleu, a couple of lengths to Gevray. Run Wild Fred next with Frontal Assault on this side. Up the inner is Royal Thief and then Dunboyne. And these are tracked by Max Charm and Hollow Games, and Watch House crosses next. Onto the fence, the last one next time. And it is Fakir Delaine leading a length on rising ground. Frontal Assault, and by the rail is Coko Beach. And these are being followed in the center of those runners. Giving chase to the leader is in the purple cap, Deafy Bleu. Then Gevray, Run Wild Fred, Dunboyne. Royal Thief is next, then Limerick Lace. And Hollow Games and Max Charm. On now to the second ditch. After those runners outside mid-division, Watch House Cross and Punitive and Ain't That a Shame. A break then to the Devil's Coachman, Epson is out the back, with also Tully Beg, who's dropped right out of contention. Mistake there by the Devil's Coachman. They're back at the point at which they started. 8 more fences left to jump. And the leader is Fakir Delaine, making the turn into the back straight. From Deafy Bleu, Coko Beach third on the inside. Then Frontal Assault, followed by Dunboyne and Run Wild Fred, Gevray, Royal Thief. 2 lengths then to Limerick Lace and Hollow Games and Max Charm and Watch House Cross. Punitive is followed by Ain't That a Shame, the Devil's Coachman, Epson the fence which was their first. Continuing to lose ground, out of touch at the back is Tully Beg. Just over a mile left to go, and it is Fakir Delaine continuing in the lead from Deafy Bleu. Coko Beach on the inside, followed by Frontal Assault. A sea of maroon and white up front, and then Gevray, who looks poised in the star jacket, and then Dunboyne next in the back straight, where Deafy Bleu banked it. On now to the last, down the far side with about just over 7 furlongs to go. And it's Fakir Delaine still leading the Troytown field from Coko Beach, followed by a closing Dunboyne in the pink jacket. Then Gevray, Frontal Assault. On the outside of the track is Run Wild Fred. This is the 5th last fence, taking them out of the back straight. Fakir Dylan by 2 lengths to Coko Beach on the inside, followed by Run Wild Fred Dunboyne. Gevray next with Frontal Assault. Fading on the inside is Deafy Blood, and Watch House Cross, who is catching the eye. Followed then by Royal Thief. They're heading to 4 out, and the final ditch, and it's Fakir Dylan and Ben Harvey putting in a good shift, being followed by Coko Beach the inside of Run Wild Fred, who's edging closer ahead of Gevray and Dunboyne. Limerick Lace, Watch House Cross, and then Frontal Assault and Royal Thief, and Ain't That a Shame, and the Devil's Coachman, both closing together. Labouring is Max Charm, homeward bound with 3 left to jump, and it is Fakir Dylan by 3 lengths on straightening up from Coko Beach, followed by Run Wild Fred. Frontal Assault pushed along, then Dunboyne. Watch House Cross coming stand side is the Devil's Coachman. Defends the top of the hill, 3 from the finish, and it's Fakir Dylan with a slightly reduced advantage over Coko Beach over on the far side. Then Dunboyne and Watch House Cross, who's up in the 4th. Then Limerick Lace. Fading is Run Wild Fred ahead of Frontal Assault. The Devil's Coachman well back, and then comes Royal Thief. Spaced across as they come to the 2nd last. Fakir Dylan the stand side from Coko Beach. They're wide apart. Coming in between them is Limerick Lace, and then Dunboyne and Watch House Cross out in front of the Devil's Coachman. Coko Beach just back in front from Limerick Lace, who's trying to mount a challenge, followed then by Dunboyne, and Fakir Dylan has dropped back, the long time leader over the last. It's Coko Beach and Danny Gilligan up the hill, and the famous Troytown from Limerick Lace and Fakir Dylan. Gordon Elliott will win it all right. It's the grey Coko Beach, the winner under Danny Gilligan. Limerick Lace 2nd and 3rd, Fakir Dylan, then Dunboyne, Frontal Assault, Watch House Cross, and the Devil's Coachman.
Well, it's been some weekend for the Gilligan family. Buddy won, winning a big handicap hurdle at Cheltenham yesterday for Paul and Jack. And now, Danny, you've won the Troytown for Gordon Elliott on Coko Beach. Tell us how you're feeling after that.
Unbelievable. Like that, as you said, Jack and Dad had a big day yesterday, and I was, not to be bad or anything, I was a small bit jealous, but look, there today, it's made up for it anyways.
Yeah, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before you have a winner at Cheltenham. This horse is something of a legend, isn't he? It doesn't matter what sort of race it is, he always seems to turn up and run his race. Had a good effort at Limerick. Did you fancy him a bit today?
I did, to be honest. I thought he was way overpriced. As you said, he had a cracking run the last day in Limerick, and I knew he'd come on plenty from it. And I knew the ground would be no issue, and like that, he's so honest. Every day he comes racing, he runs his race.
Danny, you got off to a good start. How important was it to have a nice position and give him a good look at his fences? Because we lost 3 of the first who were out at the back, and there was a bit of trouble in running for some others as well.
Yeah, look, I from the last day I knew he's so good to jump, and I pop him out there, and he gallops all day. So I didn't have any worries, anything like that. Got into a great rhythm in front, and he was jumping so well I could fill him up behind each of the fences, and like that, he was so honest and gutsy up the straight.
The very well fancied and well back Limerick Lace was on your tail going down to the last. Could you feel her coming, and did you think he would dig in for you there?
I knew he'd give his all anyways, whether the horse on the outside was going to pass me. I knew my lad give all anyways, and like that, he relishes that them ground conditions. The more testing it is, the better he seems to go.
Yeah, Danny, it's been some year. You had that Galway plate win. You've really kicked on from there. What's the next big target for you? I suppose to get the claim down to 3, would it be?
Well, look, just try keep getting the winners, and keep getting the rides. Look, I'm in a very, very lucky position in Gordon's. He's been very good to me, and I can't thank him enough.
Yeah, you've had, I suppose, a few injuries as well that have punctuated things this year. That's half the battle, staying clear of those for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, touch wood, try stay in one piece for a while, and get the winners.
Yeah, you're enjoying life a lot, I'd say, at the moment.
Yeah, look, I can't complain anyways.
So you're looking forward to the family reunion as well, whenever that comes.
It'll be grand, yeah. I'd say there'll be a bit of celebrating, all right.
No doubt. Great weekend for you. Thanks, Danny.
Cheers. Thanks, million. Thank you.
Well, we're joined now by Gordon Elliott, who's just won his 6th Bar 1 Racing Troytown Chase. Gordon, with a huge yard favourite, I'm sure, Coko Beach. What a horse he is.
Yeah, he's been the yard favourite all along. he's been around the yard a long time. Carly looked after him. Carly Scott looked after him for years. She's a great girl, is with us from Hike, and she's gone home now. So I'm sure she'll be on to all the girls, and she'll be texting out to say well done. So she's sort of looked after him there for years and years and rode him out every day. So she'll be happy. She's not here, but she'll be happy to see him win it.
I'm sure a lot of people were happy to see him win, because he's a horse that's been round for a while. He's been there, done it, worn the t-shirt. That's his third big staying handicap chase win. He's also won a 10 up novice chase here in Navan. These horses are very, very rare, aren't they?
He's a great horse, Gary. I was a bit worried going to the last, because he often hasn't been the strongest of finishers, but then he got a good lep at the last, and brilliant, yeah.
What about future plans for him now? That's the highest mark he's ever won off over fences. I presume you're going to be thinking about a national for him, whether it be the Irish or Aintree again.
Yeah, I'd imagine we'll maybe head to Gorham Park and then on for one.
The Estate, won that as well.
Yeah, and then on for one of them nationals. But they all ran well, and Danny gave him a great ride, and great for the yard, and nice to win another Teslas.
Yeah, you lost a couple of years at the first for Uchtalen and DL Kerr. What's the early news on them?
Both of them are okay coming in. I didn't see what happened with Farouk. I saw DL Kerr going down, but I didn't even know he was gone until I saw the loose horse galloping by. So I haven't spoke to Carl, but once he's okay, that's all that matters.
That's it. Talk to me a little bit about the man on board here. He's already bagged you a Galway plate this year. He's come a long way in a huge space of time. How good could Danny be?
He's a top class jockey. He's a nice fella. He works full days in the yard, and I'm the position I'm in at the moment. I've got Jack, Jordan, Sam, and Danny behind them, and a number of other lads coming in riding out. But they're my four main lads, and they all get on well, so it's very important. But listen, he's riding with the best, and he's holding his own. Everyone says you got to be lucky to get the horses, but you've got to take the chances as well, and he doesn't miss any chance. Any chance he's got, he's taking it with both hands. So you'd like that.
We spoke to Dennis O'Regan after he announced his retirement yesterday, and he was suggesting the future's really bright for the weighing room with the likes of Jack and Danny Gilligan coming through. I guess you'd go along with that.
Yeah, it's hard to believe Jack's only 23, and then Sam and Geordie are in their early 20s, and Danny's only 17 or 18. So they're good lads, they're good lads.
No doubt about that. It's been some weekend for his family too. Tell me this, American Mike comes up next in the beginner's chase. What are your thoughts there?
Look, he seems in good form at home, Gary. He's working well. He disappointed me as a novice hurdler, so look, he'll have his hands full here with Willie's horse. He looks top class. But if we get a clear round and a good run, I'd be happy.
You got the clean sweep in the Monksfield novice hurdle earlier on as well. Did he finish in the order you expected with Croke Park coming out on top?
I thought Croke Park would win. I thought Search for Glory would be second. I thought the Mirror would be third. So the Mirror in a good race, very happy there.
Croke Park had to work pretty hard in the end. Do you think maybe he might be even better than he was able to show today?
Jack said he wasn't in a stroke when he got there. He's a big horse. We'll probably go straight to Nace with him now, I'd imagine. But
Grade 1 in January.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. The Lawlers, I think it's called. But he's not a bad horse. Yeah, he was so big last year, to be honest. He went lame on me, and I didn't get running to the end of the season. Imagine trying to win a bumper in Kilbeggan with him. That was very stupid of me. But he's come good now.
Okay, we'll watch his future progress with interest. Thanks for talking to us. Good luck here. Cheers.
Thanks, Gary. Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.